Hi and welcome back to the second video of obscure guitars that don't suck. Question mark, and there is a reason for that question mark. Okay, we're looking at the Hondo 2 and it's not really obscure. There's thousands of them out there, but some of the models are a little obscure, and that's why I'm including this one in this video. Now, I'm not going to waffle on about the history too much. It's a bit sketchy, but I did find what I think is one of the better pages on the Hondo 2 history and who found them, dates, etc, etc. So I've put a link in the description box of this video underneath all the timestamps, so feel free to read that in your own time. There's some interesting stuff in there. This model, I believe, from the serial number, and it is hard to find exact things, I had to do a lot of research on this. I think it's about 82, 83, something like that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about is the construction, because you can't find anything on the construction or the specifications of pretty much any of the guitars, not the early ones anyway. Now, they do vary in quality, hence the question mark on the suck part of the description. Now, some were really well made, and I believe if you've got professional written in the headstock, they were made in a factory in Japan, and they're quite good. They really are quite good, and they do vary a lot between good and pretty awful. This one is a Ply Body, and I've taken the cover off there, and I'm not sure if you can see. Now, it's got a fairly good weight to it, so it's actually quite a good tight ply construction, and that varies a lot as well, because I've got two. Some are better than others. And without digressing too far, I did buy a Ply Body guitar, an Encore, just for parts. And it's bloody awful, absolutely awful, the worst guitar I've ever picked up in my life. Now, that's not slating all Encores, they're not all the same, and I'll be telling you about that in another video. But basically, you hit a note and you can just feel the body just sucking the life out of that note. They are awful, well, that particular model is. So not all ply construction guitars are bad, and this one I don't think it's too bad. Not great, but it's not bad. It's definitely got a hardwood neck, and I think this is a one piece, though of course because of the colouring you can't see if there's any joins or scarf joints. Other than that, I can't tell you anything about the construction on it. The tuners are okay, they're not bad. It doesn't hold tune too badly. Just a bolt-on neck, nothing special. Obviously it is a copy of a Gibson LP. I think some of the models were quite good. They even had the diamond inlaid headstock into the headstock there, like the custom shop gives them, and they have the slightly heavier body. Now, they may be solid wood. Now, some people absolutely rave about these guitars, these Hondos, and other people say it's the worst guitars they've ever picked up. Now, I'm somewhere between, I think, with this. Anyway, enough about it. Let's go and see what it sounds like. Well, there we have this particular Hondo 2. Is it great? Nah, it's okay. There's something wrong with the setup and the electronics with this, I think. Playing with the twin pickups, you'd have heard that one seems to cancel the other out. Now, I don't know if they're out of phase, there's something going on there, but one seems to negate the other a little bit, because when they're played individually, they have a lot more output. And that said, neither of these pickups have a particularly high output. I do have to raise the amp a bit to get anything out of it. It's okay playability wise. The neck, I don't like it. It's kind of like a broad C shape, very sort of 50s in feel, but it doesn't have a great feel between the profile of the neck and the fretboard. And I'm not a great player by a long way, as you can hear, and I struggle with it a bit, and I can play most guitars okay. So would I recommend this particular model to anybody? No, I think you just have to try it for yourself, and if you like it, you like it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed some of that, and I've got quite an interesting one coming up in the next video, so please stay tuned for that. Cheers then, bye now.